Good evening, guys. Today we are going to study about strings in Python. So we will be talking about what are strings, how many types of strings are there, how to print the strings, and the access characters of strings, and looping through strings. Number one, what are strings? Strings are a collection of textual data, that is name. It is a string. Name is a string, and this this is a variable, and Shiva is a string. This is a collection of textual data. It can be one, it can be characters, or it can be symbols. The strings are a collection of textual data. And we can also say that these are or array of characters. How to represent the string? To represent a string, we have to call it with a vowel, like name is equals to Shiva. Anything that is written under these double quotes or a single quote are known as string. Representation. Representation of string under double quote or single quote. So these are the strings. There are two ways to represent a string. Number one is double quote, and number two is single quote. The two ways to print the strings are: number one, printing the string. Number one, there are two ways to print the string. Number one, directly using the print, like name. This way we can directly print the string, or by using the two ways of printing the string. At the same time, if you want to add something like hello, comma, plus name, this is the other way to print a string. This is printing the string. We have two types of strings. Two types of representing the string. Number one, single line. Number two is multi-line string. These all are examples of the single line strings. Okay. Now when we talk about multi-line string, multi-line string. Let's take string is equals to represent multi-line string, we use intersection. Good, good guy. And it is my system. Mother. This is the way to represent the string. Now print it. Print string. So this is the way to print the double line and the single line strings. At the same time, if you want to add some more thing like print details of family, comma, plus string. Now, details of family. Shiva is a good guy. Neha is my sister. Dad is our father. Mom is our mother. This way we can use this multi-line string. Hmm. Now, we will talk about we will be talking about accessing characters of a string. Access character of string. How to access the character? First of all, what are the characters? Like we have taken name is equals to Shiva. In this, S is one character, H is one character, I is one character, V is one character, and A is one character. So, accessing these all characters is known as accessing characters of a string. If you want to access only I in this whole string, that is also possible in Python. Let us take example name. Print name 0. Now print it. F. The same way, if you want to print H name 1. This way we can access all the characters of a string. Uh, Accessing characters of a string using index. We will start with, we have studied about the indexing numbers, right? In data structures. Index. This S will be representing index number 0, and after that H1, I2, V3, and A4. This way we can access characters of a string. And to access the characters of a string, we will use braces, that is square braces or the sequence braces. These are known as sequence braces or square braces. At the same time, square braces. In Python, in Python, we are talking about the if we are talking about strings and accessing character, we must use square braces. Square braces, that is the thing. Now, this is for single line string. What about multi-line string? Like we have this thing, multi-line string. Now, if you want to iterate every string, every character of the string, by using this accessing character of string, it would be very hard. So, at this point of time, we will use loop through string. Why? Why? Because it becomes difficult to access through string in multi-line string or complex string. So we use loop through string. Example is if you want to access every character of the string, we'll use for character in string print character. This way you can easily iterate or traverse the whole every character of the string. This is one of the example of the string. And if you want to get the information also like print string, you can easily go through this like zero Shiva, zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, comma, string 7. We have ease. That's it. This is one of the way to iterate through the string. So at last, what we have studied till now, conclusion, that string are a collection of textual data or array of textual data or sequence of characters. Okay. At the same time, these are used with Unicode characters. What do you mean by Unicode characters? Used with characters. Hmm. And after that, we have studied representation of string. How we represent string. We represent string through double quotes or single semicolon quotes or single quotes, double quotes or single quotes. We can use the strings. And how to print the string, we have seen that also. After that, we have studied how many types of strings can be there. There are single line strings and multiple line strings. How to represent single line strings also we have studied, and how to print those strings we have studied. And at the same time, how to write multi-line string in Python program and how to represent them also we have studied. At the same time, we know that string is a collection of characters. That is, it is a collect array of characters. So, how to print each character of a string? We have also studied that. That is, accessing characters of a string. Uh, to access the characters of a string, we use square braces or the sequence braces. And we also studied that in Python, if we are studying about string and at the same time, if we want to access character in a string, then we will use square braces or the sequence braces. And at last, we have covered looping through strings. Why we are using looping through strings? Because in multiple line string, it becomes very hard to iterate through every character. So to iterate every character, we use looping through string. It becomes very easy for this. It becomes very easy for a user to know uh, at what index number which character is present. So to see that, we use looping through strings. At last, I would like to conclude this class. Thank you.